My beloved child, I ask you now to open your heart and sense the steady pulse of my everlasting compassion. For I have held you in my thoughts since long before the world took form, and my kindness toward you shall never waver or grow weary, no matter what storms you face or how distant you feel. I see within you a spark of hope and a glimmer of wonder, and I long for you to recognize that you have always been encompassed by a love more immense than the oceans and more enduring than the highest mountain peaks, designed to protect you and uplift you in every season. Do not doubt my presence, for I am here to comfort you, shield you, and carry you on my shoulders toward brighter tomorrows. My child, I invite you to lean into me when your strength feels depleted, because I am your unchanging anchor in a world prone to upheavals and uncertainties, and I will not let you slip from my grasp. Even in the silent corners of your mind, where fears and anxieties gather, I stand ready to calm the storm, whispering promises of hope that no gloom can extinguish, reminding you that I am the steady hand guiding you through every maze of life. Cling to this unbreakable truth. You are infinitely cherished, and I am holding you firmly in my grace. Rest in my gentle assurance, dear one, knowing I never slumber nor look away when your heart is troubled, but instead envelop you with my divine peace that surpasses human understanding, keeping watch over you during every tearful night and uncertain morning. I want you to imagine my light shining over your path, illuminating your every step, preventing you from stumbling into despair, because my mission is to lead you onward with clarity and with hope. Hold firmly to this promise. I will shield you, guide you, and give you the courage to soar above every valley of worry. I see your yearning for a faith strong enough to conquer any difficulty, and I say to you, do not shy away from reaching out when you feel your burden is too great. For I am the one who extends a hand of mercy and invites you to cast every care into my lap. There is no shame in acknowledging your needs before me, nor is there any condemnation in the moment you turn your worries over to the heart that beats with unconditional acceptance. Receive this comfort. I delight in lifting you from the weight of your troubles. I call you precious because your life is a testimony of my creative power and loving design, crafted with unending detail and adorned with gifts that can enrich the world around you. Within you lies the capacity to shine brightly like a city on a hill, beckoning others to discover the warmth of my presence and the beauty of my truth. Take courage, therefore, knowing that I have inscribed your name on the palm of my hand and will never lose sight of you. Step forward in the certainty that no trial is too immense for me to handle, nor is any dream too grand for me to breathe life into, for I specialize in making a way where no path seems visible. Even those mornings when sorrow grips you before you rise, I am there, offering a tranquil flame of hope that leads you gently out of the darkness and into a new day. Embrace my promise. I move mountains on your behalf, and I will not let you be overwhelmed. Extend your hand in faith, and you will find my mighty arms ready to steady you, protecting you from the forces that aim to tear at your confidence. For I am the everlasting rock upon which you can lean in every season. Where others might see only impossibility, I see potential in the seeds of a miracle yet to bloom, and my power knows no boundaries in accomplishing the glorious plans I have for you. Let this truth resound in your heart. I will never abandon you. I am your shelter forever. Breathe in my grace, beloved one, letting it soothe your restless heart, for my love is never cold or distant. It draws you nearer, like a gentle shepherd gathering a lost lamb. You are not forgotten in the chaos of this world. You are continually guided by my wisdom, which extends beyond mortal comprehension and offers you a stable foundation when all else seems to crumble. Stay hopeful. I am whispering new mercies over you each morning, and your tomorrows are held securely in my caring hands. My dear child, you are an exquisite reflection of my creative breath, formed with purpose and precision, so that your life would shine as a testament to my boundless goodness, illuminating corners where darkness once held sway. In your most fragile moments, I lift your face to reveal the possibilities I have set before you, urging you to believe that you have a destiny woven by my very words, a destiny that cannot be thwarted by human misunderstanding or adversity. Treasure this surety. I, your Maker, have ordained that your path will lead you to flourishing peace. You may wonder how closely I observe your every tear, and I assure you, I am the one who collects them, cradles your sorrow, and stands resolute in promising that your weeping will be transformed into joyful song. Do not doubt my awareness of your aches and longings, because I perceive every silent plea, and I am in the business of turning burdens into breakthroughs. Rest your soul in this absolute vow. I am for you, and I will orchestrate your deliverance. I see how the struggles of daily life can wear you down until you feel hollow and uncertain, but I want you to know that not a single heartbeat passes without me extending my sustaining power toward you. Even when you stumble, I reach out to steady you, bridging the gap between your limitations and my limitless aid. And I encourage you to see me as the guardian who never tires of carrying you through the desert. Hear this fervent promise: I will never cease caring for you, and I will cradle you through every challenge. When you feel misunderstood by those around you and your loneliness crescendos into heartache, come to me, for I am the counselor who truly knows you, the friend who values your every word, and the refuge in whom you find unwavering acceptance. My child, do not let the isolation you feel convince you that you are unworthy or unseen. Rather, let it serve as a beacon, guiding you into my healing presence where my love awaits. Embrace my words. I will wipe every tear and speak comfort to every wound. You occupy a sacred space in my grand design, a masterpiece woven into the tapestry of creation, and I want you to dwell in the knowledge that every breath you take is cherished. Every prayer you utter is heard, and every dream you hold dear matters infinitely to me. I fashioned you for a time such as this, to rise up in faith and bring forth the fruits of compassion, hope, and perseverance in a world hungering for truth. Keep this assurance tucked in your heart. My plans for you are never random but purposeful, brimming with future grace. In the moments when doubt attempts to shroud your mind, whispering that your prayers have gone unheard, remember that my ways surpass human understanding, and my answers often unfold in seasons you least expect, precisely when you need them the most. So do not give in to impatience or despair, for I am meticulously weaving together every detail of your story for good, even if your eyes cannot yet fathom the final tapestry. Stand on this cornerstone. I work all things for the benefit of those who seek me, and I will bring your heart to rest. You are the delight of my heart, and each time you lift your voice in prayer or let your soul rest in stillness, you stir the depths of my compassion, prompting me to pour out fresh streams of mercy over your life. If you wonder whether I truly take joy in you, let me assure you, no moment spent in my presence is wasted, and no act of faith goes unnoticed, for I am the God who rejoices in your smallest steps of trust. Let courage arise in you. I see your efforts, and I will multiply your blessings. I know that weariness can creep into your spirit like a slow, steady tide, threatening to dull your hope and overshadow your dreams. But do not surrender to that fatigue, my child, because I supply new strength each day, infusing your muscles with power and your heart with perseverance. In the desert of discouragement, I spring forth living waters that revive your soul, reminding you that dryness is never permanent when you are rooted in my unfailing promises. Lift your head high. You are sustained by my hand, and I will restore the zeal that hardships tried to take. Picture me as the gardener who tends the delicate flowers in a hidden meadow, ensuring each petal receives the sunlight and nourishment necessary to thrive. So do I tend to every detail of your life, pulling away weeds of fear and watering the seeds of faith. You do not walk this earth unnoticed or unprotected, for I am vigilant, standing watch over you like a shepherd over his beloved flock, guiding you away from harm. Trust in this reality. Your name is etched into my heart, and I will see you blossom in due season. Do not let shame or guilt draw a curtain between us, for I am the one who offers forgiveness without measure, mercy without condition, and grace that overflows beyond your most profound regrets. Your mistakes do not startle me, nor do they make me withdraw my love. Rather, I call you to step out of the shadows and into my healing light, where every fragment of your soul can be redeemed. Embrace this invitation. Allow me to carry your burdens, and I will clothe you in a garment of joyful restoration. In times of conflict, when it feels like the world is swirling in chaos and everyone's words pierce the air like arrows, I am your peace, a shield that surrounds you with an otherworldly calm, ensuring you do not break under the weight of disillusionment. Reach out to me in those moments, and you will find the hush of my presence settling over your mind, granting you the wisdom to respond with grace and gentleness rather than fear and anger. Believe in this comfort. I will be your fortress when tempests rage. You do not have to face the unknown alone, clinging to your own frail understanding, because I am the lamp unto your feet, shedding light on the paths that stretch before you, showing you how to walk when the horizon seems dim. Even in the night seasons, when your vision is blurred, my illumination will guide your steps and prevent you from stumbling, because I am the guide who never sleeps. Rest in this reassurance. My guidance is perpetual, and my light never fades. I understand the disappointments that gnaw at your heart, especially when expectations crumble and people fail to uphold their promises. Yet I assure you that my word stands firm through every season, never returning void. Your trust in me is not misplaced, for I honor those who cling to my faithfulness, and in the due time, you will witness the harvest that springs from seeds of faith planted in tearful ground. Keep hope alive. I do not break my vows, and I am weaving a testimony that will inspire. I stand beside you, not as a distant observer, but as the closest companion in your daily journey, noticing the triumphs that make you smile and the quiet moments when your heart sighs with exhaustion. When you feel invisible in this bustling world, recall that my gaze is unwavering, my ear is tuned to the softest cry, and my hand reaches out to hold yours through every trial. Do not forget, you are cradled in the arms of your Creator, and I will never let you slip through my grasp. Look to the stories of old, to the faith of Abraham, Moses, and Ruth, to see how I parted seas, moved mountains, and turned hopeless desert journeys into roads of victory, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The miracles of ancient times were not confined to the past. They stand as living testimonies of my unchanging power, ready to be unleashed in your life when you trust in my plan. Let your heart receive this promise. I delight in working wonders for those who steadfastly place their hope in me. Your trials are not evidence that I have withdrawn my favor. Rather, they are often the refining fires that reveal the pure gold of your faith, shaping your character for higher purposes. When the heat intensifies and the pressure feels insurmountable, keep your eyes on me, for I am the craftsman who carefully tends the forge, ensuring that you emerge stronger, radiant, and more equipped to fulfill your calling. Cling to this perspective. Every test can become a testimony of triumph in my hands. I have equipped you with far more resilience and potential than you realize, weaving into your very being the capacity to overcome and endure beyond what your mind perceives. You are not powerless, for I have breathed my spirit of courage into you, enabling you to face giants with the confidence that I stand at your side, unshaken by any opponent. Take hold of this strength. You bear the imprint of my authority, and you can conquer hurdles through the faith I have sown in your heart. Let me remind you that the future is not a dark labyrinth meant to terrify you, but rather a sacred unfolding of my blueprint for your life, where each step draws you closer to the fulfillment of divine promises. Believe that I have prepared blessings that exceed your expectations, waiting to be unveiled at the perfect time, each one a reminder that nothing is too difficult for me. Embrace this expectancy. I orchestrate all things in my perfect season, and your tomorrow is bright with hope. When the road grows steep and the burden heavy, reach out to me in prayer, not with elaborate speeches or rehearsed phrases, but with the honest cry of your heart. For I cherish authenticity over formality. Pour out your deepest fears, your grandest dreams, and your quiet confessions. And know that I respond with compassion and solutions that reflect my unfailing wisdom, even when they look different from your initial desires. Remember my gentle assurance. I hear every whisper, and I will provide what is genuinely good for you. Do not fear your human frailties, your moments of doubt, or your occasional wavering, for I see beyond fleeting emotions to the steadfast spark of faith that lies within you. Like a potter who molds clay, I am shaping you through every shift of life, refining your character so that you mirror my love more clearly with each passing day. Take comfort in my promise. I perfect the work I have begun, and I will not abandon you halfway through your transformation. Think of me as a caring father who kneels beside you when you stumble, carefully lifting you to your feet and smiling with delight over every step you manage to take, no matter how wobbly it may seem. My pride in you does not hinge on flawless performance, but on your willingness to trust me, lean into my strength, and carry on with courage even after failures. Let this affirmation dwell in your heart. I rejoice in your sincere efforts, and I celebrate each victory that blooms in your life. Remember the words of the psalmist who declared that even though you walk through the darkest valley, you need not fear, for I am with you, my rod and staff comforting and guiding you through every shadow. In the midst of heartbreak, in the center of chaos, my presence stands unshakable, a fortress against terror, a wellspring of solace that saturates your soul. Rest in this everlasting truth. You are never alone, for I accompany you steadfastly, enveloping you in my infinite love. Let your heart find rest in the knowledge that my kingdom is not one of fleeting success or superficial glamour, but one of everlasting righteousness, peace, and joy, offering you a secure refuge beyond the shifting sands of worldly pursuits. Come to me when you feel weighed down by pressures to perform and conform, and I will lift the yoke from your shoulders, enabling you to move forward with renewed liberty and confidence. Take solace in my invitation. Where my spirit dwells, there is freedom for your soul. I call upon you to love, not only when it is easy, but also in moments that challenge your comfort. For my own love knows no boundaries and extends equally to those who wander and those who wait. Embrace this directive to love as a channel of my grace, healing wounds, bridging divides, and reflecting the compassion I have lavishly shown you. Know this deeply: every act of kindness you offer resonates in eternity, planting seeds of transformation in hearts that are desperate for hope. When you find yourself surrounded by uncertainty or weighed down by the news of conflict, famine, or division, remember that I hold the entire universe in my hand, and not a single sparrow falls without my knowing. As you witness chaos, do not let your spirit succumb to fear or bitterness. Instead, trust that my sovereignty transcends every earthly power and that I can bring beauty from ashes. Stand firm. I command the winds and the waves, and my will ultimately prevails. Come closer, my child, and realize that I am not a distant, austere figure waiting to judge your every misstep, but rather a tender father, full of compassion, who yearns for a genuine, loving relationship with you. When you seek my face with humility, I pour out grace upon grace, covering your shortcomings and renewing your heart so you can walk in confidence and peace. Let this assurance guide you. My heart is open to you, and I welcome you into deep fellowship with delight. Do not wait for a perfect moment or a pristine version of yourself to approach me, for I specialize in mending the broken and giving beauty for ashes, no matter how tangled your life may appear. Your story, with all its highs and lows, is a canvas on which my glory can be displayed, revealing to all the power of redemption and second chances. Embrace this fresh invitation. Come as you are, and I will transform you from the inside out. Think not that your limitations disqualify you from my calling, for I often choose those who feel unworthy, equipping them with all they need to fulfill a purpose that surpasses their natural abilities. Whenever you feel inadequate, remember that I used a simple shepherd boy to defeat a towering giant, and my spirit remains the same today, empowering you to achieve the impossible. Trust my perspective. I see in you what you may not see in yourself, and I will strengthen you for every good work.